6'3" freshman, Orem High School graduate. Fastball, changeup, slider, velocity right around 91 miles an hour. 6 innings of work. This is his 3rd appearance, and he'll enter the MTC in early July. 2-1. Miller's the only freshman on the pitching staff. Abe Alvarez has big expectations for him. His grandpa is golf legend Johnny Miller.
Basketball, cross country, and track and field. So he was a state champion in 100 meters, so he's got a lot of speed.
3-2. Another foul ball. Defensively, Riker scows out in left field for BYU. Crew McChesney's in center. Luke Anderson's over in right. Easton Jones at third. Ryder Raff at Dixie State left that job for this job. And Fatenauer became the head coach at Utah Tech after Mike Littlewood resigned to get back to refereeing basketball. Trent Pratt took over as the head coach. That one eluding Scow, but Trent Pratt's hoping to get 3 innings out of Owen Miller. And the same can be said about Brock Roundy for the Trailblazers. Get 3 innings out of the starter, and then it's, you know, whoever's feeling it in the bullpen. Throw back to second base. Randall's in safe. Golf at BYU. Also played for the Cougars, and his other uncle Andy, golfer at BYU. And Owen chose baseball. And here he is in a 1st inning jam. Nobody out with the bases loaded. Stewart, a freshman out of Anaheim Hills, California, at the plate. First pitch, 2-1. And that one into left field. Katchke's going to score. Stewart stays put at second. Scow gets it in, but it's an RBI single for Aaron Perez, and it's 2-0. Might see him pitch today.
Well, he lettered in both baseball and water polo. So you don't have water polo out here in Utah, but you do down there in Southern California.
Ground ball foul. 1-1. Here's a 3-2. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded again.
You can see Miller tries to come inside, and just a little bit too much.
Colleges, and 2 years to play here for the Trailblazers. 1-1. Comes in high. Just 5'8". We saw a couple of 6'6" pitchers for Central Florida over the weekend.
Yeah, we sure did. They looked like the old Sam McDowells and the.
Strike 2. CC, they also beat Gonzaga. BYU swept Gonzaga, so they share some success over the Zags in common. As Soto Jr. gets hit by Miller. And the leadoff man in the 2nd inning is on board for Utah Tech.
Well, Owen Miller just can't get that curveball over. And there it is. It just knocked a little bit off, a little high on the tag, so good call.
1-1 to Randall. Now he lays down the bunt. Erickson picks it up, tosses it to first. This one tapped over to Robinson, on to first. Trailblazers. 1-1 the count. Vest leads the Cougars in home runs, triples, doubles, RBI, and runs scored. You could say he is a big piece.
Absolutely, and he had a great series against.
Out single for Herdsman. Hit a ball into left field, drove in 2 runs in the 9th inning on Saturday against UCF. Cougars had the tying run at second base with nobody out and couldn't get him in. And the Knights won the game by 1 Took
the high ball. He pulls his hands in, just gets the barrel on it, but the wind is really blowing out. And you saw 3 players around there. The right fielder is playing a little bit deep. Center fielder Jones couldn't get to it. And it just falls right between 3 guys, and a lucky hit for Scout.
Here's Easton Jones with all kinds of in-state flavor. Here's a 1-1 from Roundy. 2-1.
Yeah, these players, a lot of them know each other. So it's a friendly competition. But even if you've got a good friend playing on the other team, you still want to win.
They check it down the line. Didn't go. 2-1.
Oh, it's a good pitch. Very close pitch, and good eye by McChesney to lay off that one.
You hear that wind rustling. Ball 3. 3-1. Now, this one into right field, just over the glove of Watkins, and a second hit for Perez.
Yeah, Watkins was playing pretty deep, and he timed it perfectly. Jumped up, and it just went off his in 3 varsity seasons. So he's the guy playing third base that will turn into their closer.
Double play opportunity. Robinson at second, over to first, a dig by Vest. And they'll say he's off the bag. And there's 2 down.
And 3 hits.
Now a throw back to third, just to keep Perez on his toes.
Is it more pressure being in the college level or where you were at the high school?
Oh, by far, because I could have kept teaching PE. You know, let's face it, as a high school. Oh, sorry, guys.
That's all right.
As a high school coach and teacher, they're not going to fire you from teaching if you lose some games. Man, that guy's going to be on SportsCenter for a lot of years.
Hey, that whole inning belongs on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Hey, sorry it was so short. I don't know. You guys want to run it back next inning or what? Whatever you guys need. But hey, I appreciate you having us, Dave. Always great talking to you, Gary. Thanks for having me, guys.
It's great having you here.
Coach.
Best of luck rest of the way.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Back with more after this. 2-1.
Yeah, that's hit on the very end of the bat. That's why it went so softly over there.
Here's a 1-2. Two and 2. Trailblazers have lost 5. Randall's been battling injuries which have slowed him down a bit. And part of the challenge for Fatenauer and the staff is just keeping him healthy. He's healthy today. Goes after that one. The count's 2-2.
I was a little behind that one. That ball came in about 86, 87 miles.
Yes. Extends the Utah Tech lead to 3-1. A no-doubter for Katschke.
Yeah, the wind's kind of blowing out from home plate towards left field there, but he didn't need the wind on that one. That was, you saw center fielder Crew McChesney take about 5 steps back there, and he knew that was out of there.
One and 1. It'll be Herdsman and then Watkins.
Your record, get the win.
Outside.
He's 6 miles an hour on the outside part of the plate, and Jones went fishing again.
0-2. Ball 1. Nice block behind the plate from Andrew Pyle.
And I've watched Pyle throw down.
Utah Tech lead here in the 5th. Aaron Perez, a couple of singles so far today. Between he and Scow have 4 hits. You could feel the frustration in Trent Pratt's voice there, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Just unhappy with the.
And he got the two-time Brian Axel Hardy Pitcher of the Year winner at Bingham. So he was an outstanding player at Bingham, and he was a 3-year varsity starter in football at wide receiver and punt returner.
Peck from the stretch.
Look at this pitch. Just got away from Peck. Stays up high and over the head of everybody.
Just a little high. Here's Ryan Krapel. Again, Utah Tech with runners in scoring position. Perez at second. Piles over
on the ball as he's had in the past. So he's had to rely on his fastball, which is about 90 miles an hour. But if you can't get the slider over and you're sitting on a fastball, these guys can hit 90-mile-an-hour fastballs.
This is the first year that Utah Tech is eligible for the postseason at the D1 2-2. Petey Soto is on deck.
Let's see if he throws that slider again here.
Just gets it. Stays alive.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. Breaking down and away. A nice job for Jones to just protect him.
On the bags. 4-1 now.
They showed them they were wrong in that. And basketball, they were wrong again.
Picked ninth in basketball and finished tied for third. NCAA tournament starts for BYU Thursday afternoon at 4:05 Eastern. Some underground batting cages and pitcher's mounds. They'll add some extra seats and make that area a great spot to be, both for the player getting development and for the fan sitting down the line. Should be done later in the summer. And I'll tell you what, Roundy has had McChesney off balance. Outside, 2-1. And we go to the 6th inning, and Utah Tech leading BYU 4-1 on ESPN+. Cushing led the Big 12 in saves with 10 last year. Preseason All-American. And like Easton Jones is just taking home plate. Strike. McDaniel's got to go get his bat and head back in. And he apologizes to the home plate umpire.
Well, there's that slide.
Scow looks at ball one. Outside, 2-1. Warren the pitcher to wait for his cue. And Roundy's one out away from wiggling out of trouble. Vest at third, Herdsman at second. Wolfgram looks at ball one off the plate.
All game, and all of a sudden he's thrown a couple into the dirt. But when he's needed it, he's got the pitch and come through.
1-1 to Erickson. In California. Pitch is in for a strike from Marks to Finnegan Stewart. Stewart reached on a fielder's choice as a ground out and a line out. Drove in a run. In third base, and there's ball three. Brock has been at second base this season. Prior to his injuries, he's been the shortstop, and now he's playing third base.
But located right where the shortstop normally plays. So he knows that position out there.
He's kind of in his comfort zone. Here's the 3-2. Batted in. And Marks throws ball one. Soto's on deck.
Ethan Royal earned varsity letters in both baseball and football at Arroyo Grande.
Into the bullpen. Long run for Painter. But that should jar this defense awake. Soto coming into the day hitting .260 with 10 runs batted in.
And held the opponents to no runs. So he hasn't been in since that first game of the series against CSU Bakersfield.
BYU is 0 for 9. The hitter is 1, 2, 3. The rest of the team is 6 of 15. It's one of the big stories here today. 2-1 to McChesney. Robinson represents a tying run here in the 7th. Strike 3. 1 down. 0 for 4 is Robinson today.
Well, what a great pitch by Bell. He just really pulled the string here. It's a curveball, 77 miles.
Strike 3. And there's 1 away.
You look at the location of this fastball right here. Perfect pitch, right on the outside corner at the knees.
Hunter Katchke.
Oh, but yeah, the throw was down. It was ahead of him, and he slid right around it. Beautiful.
And once again, the Trailblazers are knocking on the door of some insurance runs. Finnegan Stewart struck out his last time up. And Sterner backs off the pile. He's got a hit today as part of his afternoon. Utah Tech by 4. This one. Three and 1. Here's a 2-1 to Randall. 2-2. "5-2 was challenging enough, but 4 runs come in after the error on Painter out in right field. Pitch. Strike 3. Foul tip into the glove. 1 away. And a nice battle back for Jackson Bell.
It's a fastball down and in.
Right down the middle. Yeah. Strike 3. Foul tip into the glove. 1 away. And a nice battle back for Jackson Bell.
It's a fastball down and in.
Right down the middle. Yeah.